What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Carvin's Reg, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how much I spent on this Q50 so far. It's coming towards the end of the year, so I'm gonna give you guys a price breakdown. I gave you a price breakdown of like when I first bought the car with the whole VR swap, but now I'm gonna give you guys the full price breakdown with the tune and everything. So let's go ahead and get into it. Obviously, a lot of people don't believe, but I bought this car for $3,000. So we'll start off by saying that $3,000 for this Q50 right here. The only things that it needed was the transmission and cats. Both of the cats were bad, but I replaced both of the cats and obviously the transmission by doing a VR swap. And as you can see, $3,000, not bad, you know. It does, I am considering a paint job because the paint is not perfect. It's definitely not like my G37 to where it was like flawless. This paint definitely got to get worked on. Not bad for a $3,000 purchase. So now we're finna get into the whole VR swap. The parts for the VR swap was about $400. That was including spark plugs, transmission fluid. I had bought like a little hose for the radiator. What's this hose in the back? The bleeder hose. I think diff fluid as well, because I got the diff fluid changed. And yeah, so that was $400 because I had got everything done all at once. So I did the spark plugs, I did the heater hose, did all the fluids, oil change, and the VR swap. Now the transmission cost me $1,068. This transmission only had 400 miles, so I was very lucky. It was actually like 9 something, but it brought it up to 1,068 with shipping and taxes and labor for everything with the transmission and the maintenance, you know, with the spark plugs, heater hose. Oh yeah, and I also paid for coolant for this car as well. That came up to 2,500. So when I left the shop in January, when I got the VR done and all of that, I paid $2,500 out the door, which is not bad, to be honest. So the next thing I did after the VR swap, and all this is on video by the way, I did the AFE filters, the dry belt, and the cats. So prices on those. For the cats, I spent $2,200 for the cats, for both of them, for left and right. Real expensive. The AFE air filters, I spent $110 on the AFE filters. For the dry belts, or for the dry belt, I spent $80. And then for the labor for the cats filter and dry belts at full throttle, they charged me $460 for that, which again, it's not bad. So this car is good on maintenance for like at least the next 100K. Like, I done did all the big jobs that you could think of what you would need to do for the VQ besides the water pump and the timing chain and all that. But I still got a little ways to where I have to worry about that. As far as like this car is solid or not, this car is solid. Like, I literally got it and I was like, you know what, I'm finna just run through the maintenance, make sure it's bulletproof, and then, you know, we'll get to do all the fun stuff and all that later. So after that, I was like, you know what, I need some music from my car, and I added 212s. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys pop the trunk. I added these bad boys right here, the Kicker Comp Rs. You know what I'm saying, with the ported box. A lot of people gonna say, bro, you need a bigger box, you need to do custom. But once you get speakers, like if you get them installed at the shop, you want them put in ASAP. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really thinking about the custom box, even though that is the goal down the line. But you know, I just wanted some speakers. So yeah, not the biggest, but it does its job. So the Kicker Comp Qs, and I added some new tweeters and the soundbar area. So I added all new tweeters in the soundbar. You guys can't see, and they're Memphis, by the way, and Memphis tweeters right here, and then of course the other door. And I paid $1,800 for all of that. So $1,800 for the speakers, the box, and the tweeters with labor and everything. Paid $1,800. Then after that, I was like, you know what? The tint was way too dark on this car. Like, it was like 0% right here, 0% right here, and then definitely 0% over here. It was like double tinted, and it was way too dark. And then the windshield didn't have any tint on there at all. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna change all that, and I got to retint it. Plus took the old tint off, and that cost me about $440 to do that. The next thing I did was, it was a lot of curb rash on these wheels, and you know, I don't like to ride around like that. So I was like, I'm gonna just go ahead and get them hit. And then I wanted to do some type of caliber paint, so I chose yellow, but I'm thinking about switching it up. To be honest, going a whole different color, because I have a whole different vision with this car that I'll be telling you guys very, very soon. But this was about $600 for that. So $600 to do all the wheels, to clean all the wheels up, and to paint all 4 calibers, which looks very, very nice, you know, grabs people's attention. Bright yellow calipers, you know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong with those. After that, all this is, like I said, all this is on the videos. If you guys are new and you want to watch like the build happen, like the VR transmissions on there, all the maintenance, the wheels and tires, the tint, the music, all of that's on there. So if you guys want to watch that, I highly suggest you go back and watch it.
Sir, no stop here.
Huh?
No stop here.
Okay.
Private property.
Okay. I'll be done. Can I get 5 more minutes?
No.
5 more minutes?
No, sorry, sir.
Huh?
No, sorry. No stop, sorry.
Can I get 5 more minutes? The next thing, the tire had popped on me on the freeway. That video is on my channel as well, and I spent $400 for this Continental tire. I guess it's not the usual, but she about to start tripping, so we'll just finish the rest inside the car, unfortunately. But it was nice, huh? Nice little view. She about to call the police and hella stuff, bro. People be tripping over here. Let me go ahead and get up out of here. It's a cool little area to shoot, bro, but she a little manny. So yeah, like I said, everything that I've done to this car is on my YouTube. So you can literally watch from me start this build to finish. Another thing that I did on this car recently was I tuned and did all the E85 stuff. I'm gonna tell you guys how much I paid for everything, but I don't have like the individual prices, but I'm gonna just name off the individual parts that I needed to support the whole E85 stuff. So I needed the Ecutech, I needed I guess the license for the Ecutech. My bad, y'all work with me, because I wasn't planning on doing this video driving or whatever, but you know, we got hated on. So I had to get the Ecutech license, and then I also needed the fuel pump. I needed the fuel injectors as well. So all of that pretty much cost me with the tune and everything. But all of that cost me, the tune, the parts, dyno, everything was $2,631 for everything that I paid for the parts and the tune, the dyno, everything. So yeah, a lot of money. The grand total of how much I'm in this Q50 for, as of right now, including how much I paid for the car, is $15,689. I'm in this car for. So it's definitely not cheap building your car. And I always tell you guys that, you know, go at your own pace when you are building your car. You know, not everything, you know, it's no rush. At the end of the day, it's no rush. Do things when you can do them. Don't like go broke, or don't stress yourself out over it. You know, just do it when you're able to do it. You know, slow motion is better than no motion. So yeah, that's how much I paid for everything. I'm in this car for almost $16,000, and I have a lot more stuff that I plan on doing. Like I said, man, just a hints, you know, paint. I got a lot of stuff that, you know, I want to do for this car. and I plan on doing it, you know, next year. And I can't wait to tell you guys everything that I have planned as far as for this car and content wise, and what the future holds for Car Adventures with Reg. I do appreciate everybody who's been watching this Q50 content. It's been going pretty good. Everything's been working out. Seem like you guys are enjoying the build. You guys definitely enjoyed like the whole VR process and everything, even the tuning. So I definitely have a lot more stuff on the way for the Q50, and you know, hopefully we can make it faster and make it look nicer. So that's the goal. So but that's it with this video. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.